Hey, it's me. I'm back. I'm back. Hey, it's the Beatles. Whenever I go to a service play, and this call may be recorded, I say, oh, goody. I always want to be recorded. The Beatles were recorded. I'm recorded too, Ma. Look, they're going to record me. Today is Wednesday, the 8th of November, 2017. Today's word is bye. And we covered that last hour, last segment. We're not talking about, oh, I'm bye. No, he's not talking about that. Talking about the method by which Jesus modeled for us. He came in appearance as a man, and he humbled himself by, how did he do it? Becoming obedient to death. Becoming obedient to death. Now, I'm not comparing myself to Jesus, because I'm not going to die. I'm going to die, but there's no reason for me to think, well, I'm going to die. My death would achieve nothing. I'm a horrible, filthy, rotten, scummy sinner who apparently can't do a very good daily devotional. And, I'm just being me, just having a good day, just rolling along here. Let's see, I think we're up to 4 miles an hour. Wow. Who's that guy walking by? What's that rabbit? Where's the bird? It's just like, wow. This is going to be a real gnarly accident up here. I can just tell. It's crazy. But by obedience, Jesus, he was obedient even to the death on the cross. And it's amazing that's a characteristic. I am showing my love for the Lord by also being obedient. I'm getting a PK up Kellogg Hill, and I'm seeing that there's no big deal up here. There's no flares. There's no police helicopters. It's just the end of the world. It's just endless cars and traffic. Just like, how long can't they get this freeway opened up here pretty soon? This is like crazy. We're going 0 miles an hour. 0. We're going nowhere. This is like the craziest thing ever. But you got people coming onto this 10 from the Corona, from the 57. We got people coming on to this freeway going eastbound from the Corona north and south, and from the 57 north. There's 4 different on-ramps flooding into this one section. So that's why it's so tight right here, because you got the 4 thoroughfares pouring in here. It's like, So I'm being obedient. I'm doing everything I've been asked to do. My attorney recommended that I apply for a dismissal. So I'm applying for this dismissal. And I have a family member, Mama, and she's, well, it's not going to go. No. Go ahead and try, but no. Mama's idea is that, well, if you expect nothing, you're going to get nothing. You're going to be okay. If you expect to get 2 little peanuts and you don't get them, your hopes will be dashed, and you'll be thrown into a horrible depression. I don't think so. If I can apply, my brother Tim says that, if you don't apply, if you don't go for it, if you don't reach in the jar, sure, you may reach in the jar, you may end up with a bag of lint. I got lint. I got more than that in my belly button. But you could reach in, you could get, several $100s. Or you could reach in and you could get, we don't know. We have to try. And my attorney, Stephanie, who I've been mentioning on the tube here, keep praying for her. She claims that it's very possible and likely that we'll be able to get a dismissal. And that would be just like, thank you, Jesus. So pray for that. I have people writing about it. If you want to write about it, just, go ahead and come on forward, and let's, on the road again. On the road again. This is unusual. I see they poured some concrete here, and it just kind of slathered over onto the onto the side. They have a nice firm edge, but they did it like a backyard pour here. The concrete just kind of, they didn't put any wood or anything. They just poured it over to where it wouldn't go anymore. I did that in my alley at the Casa La Victoria. When they did the concrete, I just had them poured all the way out to where the asphalt was chippy whippy there. So yesterday I get a call. I'm over in Pasadena working on a Hoarder's Paradise, and literally just this person, they put box after box after box after box after box, and they put sort. And I'm like, just amazing to me, to have that many boxes of sorting, and a very difficult time throwing anything away. I've been through that. I threw away barrels and barrels and barrels and barrels of paperwork. I've shredded it, burned it, trashed it. It's gone, history. Gave away lots of folders, and I'm sort of out of that game anymore. I just sat there and thought, we're spending our whole lives. How are we spending our lives? We're doing it by sitting there, we're going to spend our whole lives writing and not writing, but sorting, folders, and just like, as life is getting shorter, I feel more and more like when I get to my pile of history, I'm going to try to be a lot more officious as far as just throwing things away a little bit more quickly, getting rid of stuff a little bit more expeditiously. Just let it go, let it go, let it go. You can see it because we did this last hour. See, look, this car is a throwaway car. I don't care. I don't care what happens to the car. As long as mechanically it's running, it's going down the road. If you saw the seats, you'd go, who sits there? Where's the disinfectant? This is not the car to ride in if you're worried about germs, because I don't, keep the windows clean, and I keep the steering wheel attached, and but the brake pedal has no rubber on it, just a metal deal. With my shoes as big as they are, sometimes that I've scared myself because I'm pushing the brake, but then the accelerator's being pushed because I'm pushing. I didn't move my foot over far enough, and it's still hanging over onto I'm like, a weird sensation. It's like, no. So I have to remember, put your foot over farther, boy. Put the foot over farther, boy. There's a crane over here. I see this crane. It's an old-fashioned crane. Maybe I can get you a look at it. It's an old-fashioned crane. Let me see if I can do this for you real quick. See that old-fashioned crane? Look at that. Look at it. It has the treads on the bottom. It's just a red block of steel. Isn't that amazing? Well, that's the kind of a crane that you had back when Grandma was cooking French fries on the griddle there. That's amazing. Wow. Here's a little Scion, and looks like he's got like 2 spare tires. Well, we're moving along better now. Looks like I'm going a whole 16 miles an hour. My land's light speed. I'm going 25. I see. It's a Yahoo here, and they had a problem with the car, and he's just sitting there. Oh, help me. Then up here we are. Up here, there's a big accident. They've got a fellow over here, and let's see what happened. I didn't see it on this side of the road. I didn't think to look on the other side of the road, but there was a huge incident here, and let's see if we can show you how. Look, here it is. So there it is. It's upside down. That takes a lot of doing. How do you get a Hummer to go upside down? The Hummer is upside down. That's crazy. That's cray-cray. That is the craziest thing. The Hummer is upside down. How do you put a Hummer upside down? I guess it's real heavy somewhere. That's amazing. Well, thankfully, it was not crushed. It's like a tank. Just like this thing. It's very, very strong. One time I got it. Now we're going. Giddy up. Go. go, 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 go. Now we're going 65 for about what? I'd say what, 2 minutes? It's now 12. It's now 10. So by 13, I bet you we'll be braking again. Let's see. I mean, this is crazy. I got behind this tow truck that's got the flatbed on top, and so that car comes off. I'll be the next guy that'll be upside down. Hello, everybody. What's all that? That's everything's in the back. It's all in the front. Well, let's think about it today. How are we going to live our lives? By what means are we going to be successful? By what means are we going to be a failure? I know how I got in the mess that I was in all those years ago. I shouldn't have gone to the movie WALL-E with relatives that were not very safe. I had unsafe relatives, and the unsafety of the relatives combined with my own ignorance of the system proved to be, well, not fatal, very, very disastrous. And I still run into rat traps around the community. People still, it's a very difficult situation. That's one of the reasons you can call me and say, hey, I want to talk, Mr. Bob, and I'll be glad to talk to you, and I'll be glad to explain what I'm facing and how you can help, and that'd be amazing. I was explaining to the young person, I think it was yesterday, because yesterday we were talking about tailpipes, and tailpipes from trucks and cars, and how there's an internal combustion engine, and how the exhaust flies out the back, and by putting more fuel into the system that we are able to go faster, and that by letting off the accelerator, the car will go a little bit slower. So that was the deal we did yesterday with the young people. Alrighty. I think this truck has really got it under control here. I don't think now that truck's really going. That's a Tundra. It's going by with a Broncos. Go Cubs, go Broncos. And I got a Mercedes over here trying to see if I can get past this big truck, because I don't like to be behind a big truck carrying a car. What if it falls off? Well, it's not going to fall off, but well, it could. The wheel, the chain could snap, and then the car flies off. And but we're going farther than I thought we'd go before we. Eventually, we're going to have to hit the brakes here sometime. Okay, I got past the AAA car, and there we go. We're just cruising along here. Nice and easy. Easy does it. Easy does it. I watch ahead on the road and keep my space bubble, the Smith System space bubble that Brother Tim's always talking about. Yeah. Well, he's not always talking about it. He's mentioned it from time to time when I pried out of his little, All right, so I got past that AAA truck, and all right, I'm gonna head on over here, and that's it for that, huh? All right, here we go. I think the sun's up far enough. I'm okay now. I'm okay. Remember, It's a Wonderful Life, and the stagehand dropped all that equipment, and then the uncle just out of as a joke just said, "I'm okay, I'm okay," and the director said, "Okay, we'll leave it in." It's kind of funny, how it sounded like it was, the guy running into a bunch of trash cans and stuff, but it was totally unplanned, but it made it really, really fun. All right, I gotta go. Love you. Have a great day. You want to call me? Give me a call. 1-213-713-8954. 8954 greenatt.net. On the Twitter, Mr. Bob 8954. How many people come on Twitter? Come on down. It's not bad. It's not all about Donald Trump. I got some tweets to have. There's other Twitters on there. So, and of course, you're watching Bob's Daily Deal here on YouTube, and We'll talk to you soon. God bless.